Hello children, welcome back to P.N.AMERSEY e-learning classes. Wishing you all a very happy Diwali and a happy new year. We are starting the chapter number 12 of second semester. And the topic is food for plants and animals. All living beings need food to grow. So, all living beings need food to grow. Animals and plants eat different types of food. So, animals and plants, they also eat different type of food. They get their food in different ways. Let's find out more about this process. So, the animals and plants, they eat different type of food, and how they get that food, so we will study in the process. So our first topic is food for plants. We have read about how our bodies convert food into glucose. So children, in previous chapter we have read and studied about how our bodies convert food into glucose. Green plants also make glucose by a process called photosynthesis. So as our body convert food into glucose, same way green plants also convert food, and the process is called photosynthesis. Plants store extra glucose in the form of starch. So plants also store the glucose, and that form is called starch. This starch is stored in parts of the plant that humans and animals eat as vegetables, such as roots, leaves, etc. So children, here as human bodies store glucose, same way plants also store extra glucose in the form of starch, and that starch is being eaten by the humans and animals in the form of vegetables such as roots, leaves. So these vegetables are being eaten by the human and animals, and in which the plants store the starch. Some vegetables like potatoes and tapioca contains a lot of starch. So potatoes and tapioca, it contains lot of starch. Plants need sunlight, carbon dioxide from the air and water, and minerals present in the soil for photosynthesis. So for the photosynthesis, the plants need sunlight, carbon dioxide from the air and water, and minerals present in the soil. Green leaves have a substance called chlorophyll. So there is a green leaf in the plant, and that green leaf, it contains chlorophyll, which helps them to make food. So what the chlorophyll do? It makes the food. Therefore green leaves are the main parts of the plant where food is produced. So because of green leaves, they make the food by the help of chlorophyll. So this green leaves are the main parts of the plant. Plants need food to grow and repair themselves. So all the plants need food to grow and repair themselves. In the process of making food, plant release oxygen. So when plants make food, it releases the oxygen. Animals and human beings need oxygen to survive. So everybody knows that animals and we as a human being, we need oxygen to survive. Plants use nutrients from the soil which need to be replaced. So here plants use nutrients from the soil and it should be replaced. This is why gardeners and farmers, they always replace the nutrients, because to get the fertile soil. In summer, plants receive plenty of sunlight. So during the summer season, plants get plenty of sunlight. However, lack of sunlight in winter makes it difficult for them to make food. So during the summer, it is very easy for the plant to make the food because of plenty of sunlight. But during the winter, because of lack of sunlight, it's become difficult for them to make the food. Therefore, they use stored food in winter. So because of that, they use stored food in winter. Trees shed leaves in winter as well. So, during the winter season, trees shed their leaves as well. Plants that do not have chlorophyll cannot make their own food. So, here plants which do not have their own chlorophyll, they cannot make their food. Some non-green plants like dodder, certain mushrooms, mosses and certain fungi feed off other plants and animals. So, these are the plants in which they do not have enough chlorophyll and they are unable to make their own food. The plants are dodder, mushrooms, mosses and certain fungi feed. They are known as parasites. So, these are known as parasites. The plant or animal that they live on is known as the host. Some plants grow in soils that are very poor in minerals like nitrogen. So, some plants grow in soil which are very poor in mineral like nitrogen. These plants then trap insects for meeting their nitrogen needs. So, this plant, they trap insects for meeting their nitrogen needs. They are known as insectivorous plants. The Venus flytrap is one such plant. It attracts insects by secreting nectar on its jaw like leaf. So, here Venus flytrap is one such plant which attracts insects by secreting nectar on its jaw like leaf. As soon as an insect lands on the leaf, it clamps shut. So, as the insects land on this leaf, it shut the clamp. The plant then secretes juices which dissolves the insects. So, when the insect has been trapped in the leaf, the plant secretes juices which dissolves the insects. Sometimes the insect is too big and sticks out of the leaf, but sometimes due to the big insects, it comes out of the leaf. This attracts germs and fungi which cause the insects and the leaf to decay. The pitcher plant has leaves shaped in the form of a pitcher with a lid. So, the pitcher plant, it has a leaves in the form of a pitcher with a lid. These leaves are filled with nectar. They are filled with nectar. When an insect alights in the pitcher, the lid shuts and traps the insects. So, when the insects enter the pitcher, so its lid shuts and traps the insects. Strong juices inside the pitcher then digest the insects and nutrients get absorbed. So, when the insect is trapped in the lid, strong juices inside the pitcher then digest the insects and nutrients get absorbed. Sundew plants have a gel-like substance or at the tips of the tentacles that cover the leaves. So, same as Venus flytrap and pitcher plant, sundew plants, they also have a gel-like substance, and when an insect flies too close to these, it gets stuck to the plant and is eaten. So, when the insect goes close to the sundew plants which have a gel-like substance, it stuck it and plant eat insects. So, children, we have completed the first part. Next part we will continue in our next video. Till then, stay safe.